What's up, brother? Yeah. Fantasma, how bad is it? Oh, it's pretty bad, Fantasma. Pretty bad. Fantasma, pretty bad. Pretty bad. I even think my buddy from Unidad Inteligencia is even reporting on it right now. I think he's well, he tries not to report too much on stuff. I think he's reporting on it right now. Sorry guys, I'm trying to get this thing to stay on here like that. You know what I mean? But it's pretty bad. You know? But it's not gonna get any better, that's for damn sure. What's up, big man? What you doing on this Sunday, man? Did you see what happened? Yeah, that was a good video, man. Actually, that video was talking about the bombings these guys have been up to doing, you know? You know what I mean? El Abuelo's people be playing dirty. That's one thing that I think Metro definitely tries to bring out, how they play dirty, you know? And I think that they play dirtier more than anyone else, to tell you the truth. You know, Carteles Unidos is definitely, you know, doing a lot of things that people don't talk about. El Abuelo's a piece of lying shit. Yeah, you can say that. I'm not gonna take that one away from you, Tony Soprano. That's for damn sure. He does a lot of things a lot of people don't know about. You know what I mean? Yep. Oh, yeah. Yep. I couldn't find your number, John. I kind of like being out here because I can hear the cricket, you know? Yep. Croatia too, man. I'm trying to get a hold of you guys, but it's a whole different atmosphere, you know what I mean? That's right, big dog. Thank you for that Cash App, man. I really appreciate that. Someone just donated a little bit to the Cash App. You know? There isn't much that I can say that people don't know, but I will tell you this. You know, Metro to me has been steering himself a little thin. I've said it before and I'll say it again. The Tijuana corridor or Plaza was really important to this guy. But with the exit of El Doctor and everything else, these guys, you know, they're not as friendly as they once were before. You know, a lot of people would ask me, you know, hey, with El Doctor coming out, are things going to change? Smash that thumbs up. Yeah, they've changed already. Yep. EGA tricks, that's right. You know, to tell you the truth, I'm not one to say, hey, I told you so or whatever, but hate to tell you guys, but I told you so, man. You know, MZ had sent 50 plus convoy to Zacatecas, full a whole. Yeah, that's right, Tony. He did. He did. He sent. You know, I could have put the video out there. I just didn't want to put that video out there, but he did. He sent a bunch of guys over there. You know, Zacatecas is really important to Don Mayo. You know, a lot of people don't know that. Zacatecas corridor is very important to Don Mayo. You know, look at Tony. I'll tell you the truth. The losses they took in Tijuana. Look at what happened. El Doctor has only been home for about 2 weeks, almost a month now, right? And he's been able to take back the Plaza. He's been able to do it, but quietly. Quietly. If you notice, what's up, Marcus? If you notice that the Tijuana Plaza has been quiet lately. With the rest of El Cabo, Smash that thumbs up, guys. If you ain't smashed that thumbs up, it don't cost you a thing. It don't cost you $1. It don't cost you nothing to hit that thumbs up button. Yeah, you know, a lot of people don't know that El Cartel del Golfo has always been aligned themselves with anybody who would who would have anything to do or defeat the CDS, you know, and they've been like that for a long time. I really don't know why Metro let go of Tijuana. You know, he had invested a lot of time in there. He had invested a lot of manpower. From my understanding, he even lost a nephew in Tijuana. You know, and that's not something that a lot of people talk about. You know what, Fantasma? Tony Soprano, I'm going to tell you the truth about Caro Quintero. That old man sometimes has the mentality that when people think you're losing, you're actually winning. You know what I mean? And Rafa Caro Quintero's been in the game a long time. He's made a bunch of money. You know, he's not taking any back seats. You know what I mean? He's just going to relax, watch from the background. You know what I mean? He's got enough money. You know, but they just want to make it clear for him to get out of there. You know, they burned all his ranches in Sonora. They've done a pretty good job of most of his stuff. If you think about it like this. Caro Quintero could have aligned himself with a lot of people, and he didn't. You know, Don Metro did the same thing. He could align himself in Tijuana with a lot of people, and he didn't. You know? He actually got a lot of homegrown Tijuana kids, and now he's paying the price for it. Yeah, you're right, 100%, Fantasma. 100%. 100%. The Grupo Flechas is no joke, though, I'll tell you that much. You know? Yep. Yep. Well, Huevo Trevino and all them, you know, you gotta understand something. The Nueva Generación and all them, they've taken the war to where a lot of people didn't want to take it. And, you know, not to glorify anybody, you know, the CDS and them, they have more of a gentleman-like atmosphere. They do business a certain way, you know, which is understandable because, you know, women and children, you know, mad respect. That's all I gotta say. You know? Yeah, they don't. You know what I noticed about that video? If you notice that whole convoy, what's up, Maya Machete? That whole convoy was made out of Chevys, out of Tahoes, real government like, huh? Yep, real government like. You saw that? Why, Marcus? I'll tell you why. The the routing system through there is a maintenance system that everybody's got to go through. Not everybody, but if you choose to. And you know, Don Miles had control of Zacatecas for the last 16 years, I think. You know what I mean? She for the streets, that's right. You know, he's had it for at least the last 15 years, 16 years, 20 years. And in the freeway that cuts through there, that main route, it could take you many places. You know what I mean? It could take you to all sorts of destinations. It's like a meeting point, kind of like where Riverside and these Dairyland, Norco, Chino in California are for a lot of people connecting, you know? Yeah, he did. He had a couple good, good units there. But you want to what, Tony Soprano? Don't forget, Metro's boys are trained. Oh yeah, they're not gonna leave Michoacan though. That's Metro's thing. He's not leaving his hometown. That's for sure. If all else fails, he'll stay with hometown. What's up, Gina Navarro? The Dirty Bird. What's up? Think about it like this. He's been fighting for Zacatecas, Tijuana. He just lost Tijuana. Okay, she for the streets. Okay, I'll tell you why. She for the streets. Um, he's from around there. He's not too. He grew up around that town. He's not too far from there. You know, to tell you the truth, he definitely he's one of those people that's really mad for being kicked out. You know, but they kicked him out. They kicked the Valencias out. So you know, he just wants. He's gonna fight for his hometown. That's for sure. Yeah, he's always wanted everything. Michoacan's a big state. Regardless of what you think or what people say, it's a big state. It's got Lázaro Cárdenas. It's got a lot of things. I don't know, man. That's a good question. Yeah. Well, that's one thing Emedol showed in that video. He showed the little drone attacks that these guys be doing on him. That was pretty intense. Those little drone attacks. That was pretty crazy, man. That was some crazy video right there, Tony Soprano. Those drones attacking them. Shit, man. That shit's some crazy video. I got a video today sent to me that only lasted like 15 seconds, and then after that, I couldn't watch it again or download it or nothing. So I got a buddy that sends me videos, right? And they're like Inspector Gadget videos. I don't know if you guys remember Inspector Gadget, but anyways, these videos self-destruct like in 20 seconds after I watch them. So after I watch them, I can't even watch them again. Yeah, it's kind of crazy, huh? Yup, that's right, Marcus. That's right. That's right, EGA Tricks. But yeah, man, think about it like this. I'm gonna get back on the subject of Don Metro Tijuana now. Now, look, guys, I'm gonna tell you the truth. Out of all the guys that the Tijuana cartel was able to get rid of the fastest, Don Metro to me was the fastest guy they were able to get rid of. Um, just think about it like this. El Doctor has only been out of prison for about a month now. And when I mean out of prison, I mean out of U.S. custody. All right. Now, El Flaquito came back home, took the reins. He's getting instructions from head chief. What's up, La Liz? So just think about it like this. Within a 2-week period in Tijuana, the shifts have changed. Metro's number one guy got busted. Um, you know, doesn't mean he's not going to be replaced. But that was a pretty quick job. You know, got them out of there. Most of the people in Tijuana now have reverted back to the old Ariano Felix clan. Now, the ones that are still there, some of them do want the CDS back. Yep, that's good, Eddie. Thank you, Mr. Blue or Mr. Metal. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know if he's Mr. Metal, Mr. Blue, Mr. Machine Gun. You know what I mean? But, you know, think about it like this. You got Carteles Jalisco Nueva Generación out of Tijuana. Mecho's probably pulled out whatever guys he did have left in there. You know? I definitely think that was a big issue to fight for that Plaza, but you never know though. You know, Mecho's crew could have packed up and left. You know, after El Cabo got busted the other day, I thought that was a big blow. El Cabo was roaming around Tijuana still trying to hold it down for them, and nothing. You know what I mean? Yep, that's right. You know a lot. It's buffering. Buffering. Or buffering. I hope we're not buffering right now. He said, "Oh, you're buffering." Yeah, that's true though. That's true. Yep, that's true. Oh shit. Yep. He got me kind of scared, like we were buffering. Yeah. But you know, I think Don Metro to me in Tijuana never had really control. He had bought most people off, but he never had control. You know, he had like my viewer said right here, he had to fight the state police. He had to fight the CAF. He had, yeah. And no, I wouldn't say it's a civil war. There's tons of places that are safe. It's just that when they get it cracking, they get it cracking, yeah. Yep, sure. Like the video. You know what I mean, Nate? Think about it like this. The violence that goes on in Mexico is not compared to the U.S. because you're not used to it. You know what I mean? When do you see a police officer thrown on the ground, or an FBI agent shot to pieces? You know what I mean? They don't do that here. You know what happens if you kill a police officer or something like they do in Mexico? They'll throw the fucking book at you. You'll never see the light of day. You'll never come out. You'll never know what the sound of a woman is. You know, that's why in Mexico, when the cops act stupid, they get killed. That ain't gonna happen here. You know what I mean? That's why, that's motorcycle. That's why they always allow all this shit to happen in Mexico, not here. Yeah, sound of a woman. What's up, Oscar Chides? Where you been at, brother? Where you at? Girl Chirac in the house. Leo Yang. I had a convoy with the devil, and the boy was it long. Oh man, that's not good. What's up, Black Hill Boy? That's right. That's right. But you know, look, when I was living in Tijuana about 4 years ago. No, about 7 years ago. All right, almost now. No, it's been about 6, 7 years now. All right. You know, the guys from Jalisco were barely there. You know, my nephew was telling me about them, and he was like, "Look, Theo, these guys are really running amok here. They're moving weight. They're doing this." But you know, one thing I told him, you never go against home team. You know what I mean? You stay with the home team, you know, and you'll never go wrong, you know? I'll check it, John Gotti. After I get off of this live, I'll check it. I can't do it right now where I'm at, brother, but I will check it, man. I will check it. Mandatory. Mandatory. We're gonna get moving on this thing. You know what I mean? Yep. What I want to do is send you some videos, and then you do some editing, and then you send them back, and we'll see how it works. But we'll talk more about it. But think about it like this, guys. If you lived in Tijuana, you have a couple options. Same thing in Juarez. Either join the Ariano Felix's, or join the Gulf Cartel, or join Metro's group. You know, if you're working out in the streets and you're a taxi driver, you're gonna get approached one day. You're gonna be asked something, you know, and hopefully wherever you're at, you're protected, because in Mexico, you know, they're just opportunists. That's what they are. And I noticed all that over there. You know, being from the States, and we have a whole different crime rate, you know? That's a good one. That's a good one. Sounds good, John Gotti said. That's right. You know, I always thought that the war on terror was here. But when I lived in Mexico, and I was on the run, I learned that the world on terror was really there. There wasn't really anything I could do about it. But I was able to step back, because I wasn't no longer in the game. I was hiding out. But I did see the differences. You know, I had never ever heard of Cartel Jalisco Nueva Generación, nor did I understand what they were doing in Tijuana. You know, the part of Tijuana where my family's from has always been Ariano Felix's, through and through. You know what I mean? Tons of guys from Barrio Logan, tons of guys from Shell Street, tons of guys from F Troop in LA. You got guys from Playboys, you got guys from Tortilla Flats, guys from 18th Street, guys from Maravilla. You know, all serving the Ariano Felix's. You know, but things have changed now. When I started growing up in Tijuana and going on the weekends, the last time I was over there, I remember I was hearing talks of the CDS, the Cartel de Sinaloa, and I was like, what the fuck is that? And my friends were telling me, guess what? There's people from Sinaloa here who work here, and they're starting to take over little towns and stuff like that. And I started saying, oh shit. But it was the truth. And that was the beginning. That was the beginning and the fall of the Ariano Felix's. But I will tell you this. With El Doctor being in a Mexican prison and him out of a U.S. prison, it's a lot different. He's able to control more. He's able to do more things. He's able to corrupt and wash more hands. Just imagine this, guys. Wherever he's at in a Mexican prison, he's living it up. He's not living in a small ass room, given one piece of toilet paper, one roll of toilet paper, one thumb toothbrush. You know what I mean? Boxers and shit. He's probably living it up in a beautiful 3-4 story room in a prison, where they knocked out the floors so they could be 2 stories for him. They live like that, guys. You know? Yeah, they're making a comeback. They've been coming back. They're just not like, you know, people don't understand is that to be a member of the CAF, it's family. Most of the time, everybody in the higher ranks is all family, and that's the truth. If you're not family, you're not part of that higher hierarchy. You can be a worker your whole life, you know, unless you marry into the family, which is not happening that much either. That's right, EGA Tricks. Yeah, you could be a sicario, though. You know what I mean? You could be a sicario. Thank you, man. Thank you. I appreciate that, guys. Anything you guys leave on the Cash App, on the Patreon, on the PayPal is definitely appreciated, man. Remember, we're not other channels here. We're not monetized. We don't get paid. You know, none of that shit. You know, this is so I can do a little things for you guys and give you guys, you know, up-to-date news from family members that I have and people that I know. Still in the business, still in the game. I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you that, oh, I'm a journalist and this and that. Get out of here with that. Miss me with that. You're gonna get the real talk right here at the OG Black Show, that's for sure. You know? Get the real shit here. You know? Yes, sir. But at the end, guys, all those guys are scumbags. You know what I mean? At the end, they're out for the same thing. You know, they want to become, you know, rulers of the world. You know, you got people like Don Chapo right now. You know, and I'll get into a story right now. I'll get into a story right now. You know, a lot of people kept bringing this up on the comments. A lot of people have emailed me a lot of this, and I'll get into it right now. We're going to talk about Chino Anthrax. Okay? We're going to talk about Chino Anthrax. Now, Chino Anthrax, Rodrigo, Mr. Gamboa, or whatever you want to call him, a lot of people don't believe he's dead. Now, I don't know. I personally have a hard time believing that he's dead because, one, he's not buried anywhere. Two, his autopsy photos don't match. What's up, man? From New Zealand. Fuck yeah. His body doesn't match. He doesn't have that anthrax tattoo on him. Um, I'll tell you this much. My homeboy from my neighborhood was in San Diego in the federal prison with Chino Anthrax. Chino Anthrax was downstairs from him on the lower tier. He said Chino Anthrax was a fucking burpee machine. He said that the guy worked out, ate good, ate a lot of hard-boiled eggs, watched his diet. And this is coming from my homeboy, man, who's a solid camarada, solid carnal, dog. He's got about 15 years left, and he's done time with, a lot of people, and Chino Anthrax happened to be one of them. And he told me, hey, boy was a heavy hitter. He said anything the dude wanted, anything the fool had, he had out, and it's the truth. He said Chino was huge. He said he cut down on weight. His arms got bigger. He had a chip on his shoulder. He said that he thought that he knew Chino Anthrax was a snitch. He said, I knew that fool was a rat right off the bat. And I said, why? He said he wasn't stressing shit. You know what I mean? And don't get me wrong, there's a lot of people who don't stress shit. But when you go in there and you acting like nothing's really happening, then there's something up, man. You know what I mean? And he used to get a lot of visits. He said, like, late visits. People in federal prison have a thing called a conjugal marriage chrono, which means that whoever they're married to, they're allowed to have sex visits or family visits. They get to stay over in a little studio that has a kitchen and a room and a bathroom and a TV and everything inside the prison cell, inside the prison system. Now, those conjugal yards are for prisoners that are well behaved and that are married, right? Well, Chino Anthrax's wife was from Mexico and she was killed. And when he was in federal prison, he used to get conjugal visits. Now, some people say they were in the U.S. prison, Mr. S. A lot of people say that there were lawyer attorney visits. My homie said that he never got a conjugal visit. What he got was a lawyer, a privileged visit, which means that he was pretty much at the little shack with his lawyers and stuff, living it up, cooking, eating, and they probably were bullshitting about that. They were talking about legal things and filing motions and stuff when he was just hanging out, eating ribs and doing all sorts of stuff. And they said he did it regularly. Oh, you're from the UKS? That's right. Thank you for watching in, brother. Yeah, Chino. And he said they were doing this right here in San Diego. You know what I mean, Marcus? And when you're a high celebrity like Chino Anthrax, I'm sure you're able to grease the wheels. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Sure, you're able to grease the wheels. Shit, and over there in England and all that, they had one of the Hell's Angels bikers, and his cell looked like a goddamn like a room, like a child's room. He was obsessed with like Captain America shit, and I couldn't believe it. I'm like, goddamn UK, ain't nothing like a corruption in other countries, man. You know, Chino anthrax to me was one of the most um, charismatic anthrax out of all of them. And I'll tell you why. Um, I knew someone who hung around that circle, and they said that they had so much fucking money that you couldn't believe the things they were doing sometimes. He says sometimes they acted like little kids at candy stores, you know, buying cars and taking off on jets and shit, you know. So I do believe at the end, guys, and if you want me to be honest with you, I really do think that Chino Anthrax is alive. You know, I don't think that the man died, you know. What's up? Yep, Fernando, what's up? You know, I'm going to tell you something about Chino Anthrax, something I never forget. There's an audio out there. You can watch it on my buddy's channel, JC Wrong to Strong, and I recommend that show. If you guys ever watch any YouTube shows, man, go watch JC Wrong from Strong. Great show, man. My buddy's lived the life. He's been through it just like me. And me and him know the same people. I got an interview with him, and I'm probably going to load it up there so you guys can see. But I'm going to tell you the truth, man. You know, Chino Anthrax to me was one of the smartest drug dealers there was. He started off as a peasant and rose up in the ranks. His transportation business is unspeakable. At the end, he had his boss asking him if they could use his transportation business. Now that's gotta tell you guys something about a guy. You know, that's gotta tell you something about his sabitura. It's gotta tell you something about his mente. It's gotta tell you something about la tecnología que tenía dentro de él. You know, and what I'm saying right now is that his brains, his wit, the technology and advancements that he had inside of him. You know, smash that thumbs up button if you guys ain't smashed it yet, man. Please don't forget my PayPal, my Cash App is open. You know, we're not monetized and we don't get paid. I do appreciate any donations to the show so I can keep these rocking. You know, was he not being arrogant? You know, a lot of people, I'll tell you this much, a lot of people say that Chino was cool to a certain extent. You know, they said that he had a way about him is that he knew a lot, and he did, and he wasn't afraid to express it. Yeah, you know, I'm going to tell you something, Fantasma, and there's another one that I spoke to somebody about this the other day, is that it's pretty funny that a lot of these people who go missing or end up dying have a lot of family members that go with them, and usually the people they love the most. And I'm going to give you some examples. When JFK Jr. died, his favorite cousin Daryl Kennedy, Daryl Kennedy died 2 weeks afterwards in a car crash with his wife. Now, Daryl was John F. Kennedy Jr.'s son's best cousin. They hung out with each other. They played volleyball because John F. Kennedy Jr. loved volleyball. They hung out in a lot of the California states that they had up in here. Now, when John F. Kennedy Jr. died, so did Daryl 2 weeks later, mysteriously. He was cremated, bing, bang, boom, nothing heard of. Here's another example, okay? Michael Jackson. When Michael Jackson died, he had a real good friend of his named Lorena. Now, Lorena was like a personal assistant of Michael's, but she got to hang around with him all the time, all day with him. So, when Mike died, supposedly, she died, I believe, 3 days later. Yep, there you go. So, Chino Anthrax's sister-in-law and her brother-in-law and him die. That one's pretty hard for me to swallow. You know what I mean? And that one's pretty hard for me to swallow. No, Claudia's dead. She's dead. Trust me, she's dead. She's dead. You know, unless they kidnapped her. You know, made it look like a kidnapping. But they found her body. Remember that? Remember that, Oscar Chitis? They found her body. Thrown. They found her body thrown. And you know what? She was ID'd. She was actually ID'd by her... I think she was ID'd by her... her cousin. You know, I think she was ID'd by her cousin. Yep, EGA Tricks, hook me up, man. Put that sign up there, big brother. I know you're right there. Tony Soprano, you do it too. But yeah, man, what do you guys think about that? What are your guys' comments on all that? On all that drama I just let you guys have tonight. I put some good fire content for you guys tonight. Thank you, EGA. You know, I let you guys know that Metro has lost the Plaza in Tijuana. You know, we'll run a little recap right now of what I've talked about. You know, Metro has lost the Plaza in Tijuana. Sorry to break your heart, Tony Soprano, but it is true. I talked to my friend and he told me. He said, "Hey, dude, check it out. They had a couple strongholds and we got them." You know? So they're still going to be there. They're just going to be, how would you say, Tony Soprano? They're freelancing now. Not JLS. What up, Mr. OG Puto? What up, buddy? Yeah, you're right. He doesn't have any problems. Yeah, he doesn't. He doesn't. You know, that's why he made that alliance at the other end. Oh, yep. Who's more reckless, Jalisco or Juarez? Juarez. Juarez. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Juarez is worse. You know? Juarez is worse, that's for sure. Yep, Fantasma, my man. Leo. Ray Salazar, I just haven't got a chance to take pictures. Oh, man, dude. I've been waiting for you, Salad Bar. You know that? OG Black's been waiting for you, Salad Bar. Nada. Nada, big homie. Yeah, but recap, man. Metro has officially lost Tijuana, man. What do you guys think about that? What are the effects of that? That's going to be fucking brutal. I'll tell you this much. Whatever Metro has left in Tijuana, they're going to fucking fight like dogs. Watch. That's one thing about Metro's, man. They always fight, you know? They always fight. So that's definitely going to happen. You're 100% correct. 100% correct. Yep. Yep. The only thing that I see is that there's going to be some resistance, but I think Metro at the end is going to give up the Plaza in Tijuana. He's got too much going on. Way too much. He's got way too much going on. You know what I mean? I mean, look at it like this. He's got so much going on that Zacatecas is not on fire. It's fucking burning to the ground. Yeah, he's got Cabo on lock though. You know, you guys always forget that Cabo San Lucas has always been one of Metro's strongest ports. You know what I mean? One of the strongest ports he's had, especially with everything, you know? Yeah, Mexicali, look at Salazar. I'm going to tell you the truth. The Garibay Felix is always controller. They might. They might though. You're right though. What's his name? JLL speakers or whatever. You're right. No, I don't think Don Mayo's going anywhere. No. Tijuana has officially kicked out Cartel Jalisco Nueva Generación out of Tijuana. Nothing, Marcus. He's right there. They're actually having a problem with now they're having some problems with the group, and I'll tell you guys this group. They're called El Cartel de Ensenada. They're a breakaway group from the Ariano Felixes and the breakaway group from the Cartel de Sinaloa. And these guys know a lot, and they're doing really good and making a lot of movement and a lot of money. And if you notice, there's been a lot of violence over there. And these guys have been the main cause of it. Yes, sir. These guys have been heavy problems for them. I've never even heard of that, Leo. Yes, sir. Thank you, guys. Thank you, guys, man. Thank you for the support, man. I really do appreciate it. Yeah, Marcus, it's funny, though. And quick, too, huh? And quick. I went to prison, came out of prison, and shit flipped. And look, I've been out of prison and shit flipped again. It's flipped 3 times since I've been out. You know? Crazy stuff, though. Gotta admit it, man. I'm the first on YouTube to report all that shit, though. About Liz. You guys know that for sure. Yep, I got you, Fantasma. Don't trip. Everybody out there, man, thank you for supporting the show. It's your boy, OG Black, man. Don't forget my Cash App is open. My Patreon is open. I'm going to call it a night, man. You know, I hope you guys enjoyed all the news I got for you guys on Sunday. I had to report it and make sure you guys got all the real before anybody else. You know, that information that I got was from somebody that works for the GOF. And they said, hey, man, look, I know you got the little show, man, so I'm going to give you a little important information. Later, and not JLS. I like that, Mr. OG Puto. And he told me, hey, check it out. He's all, we just heard that most of the guys took off. He goes, whatever workers are still here, he goes, they're going to work solo and they're gonna fight. We're like, oh, shit. So, don't think Metro's gone completely, but, you know, I think because what happened with Mayo, he's sending all his reinforcements, man. It's your boy OG Black, and I'm out.